okay, from what I can work out, a percentage of the crossings are just timer based. You just wait till it goes green. There seem a couple that are bigger streets or bigger roads that there is a button. I'm not sure if that is just a button for people that makes it so there's a noise on it, or if it is generally just so you can cross the road, but it's pretty obvious which ones are which. I forgot to bring a backpack with me, so I'm wearing my raincoat in reasonably nice weather. But, I would say that the doctor never remembered to know what clothes you should be wearing, so why should I? In Prague there are tons of different coffee shops. There's the Starbucks and the Costa Coffee, and then there's kind of more independent ones, but most of the ones I've seen are Starbucks or Costa at the moment. It's always odd seeing shops from London. I mean, when it's Marks and Spencer's London as a shop, it always seems a bit weird to be halfway across Europe, or quite a far off Europe, and seeing a shop of Marks and Spencer's which is not that good. Well, it's a Hard Rock Cafe. I'm not surprised, they're pretty much everywhere. Nice square, some space. This was good. It's pretty busy, but it's nowhere near London, so. And many different experiences you can have. There's more souvenir shops than I've seen in one space in a really long time. So, but I'm enjoying it. I'm just tired at the moment, so I'm hoping to do a couple of more things. We'll wait and see if we can get there. And hope you're enjoying the video. Might have taken all day, but I finally reached some kind of water. I should be trying to get a tourist canal river boat thing down the river if I have time. Got a couple of things planned, but it would be kind of nice to actually go down the river, I think. So we've pretty much been stuck in the city all day. It would be nice to be just on the water for a little bit and see the sights from a different angle. It's day 2 of exploring Prague. As you can tell, the weather is still very nice. So I look out of place wearing the coat, but we will see a couple of things, and I hopefully will do one of the boat tours later on today. But we will hopefully have some fun, and let's get on with the video. So when I get through these bits, I'm going to start trying to walk down next to the water, which will be a bit more interesting to see. But it should basically be walking all the way down when I get out of this space into down here and across the Rhine. So it is still 9:23 in the morning, so it's still early. So there is not as many people around as there could be at the moment yet. But let's see if we can get past this big structure. At least walk down the side of it. Because it's making noises like stuff's falling off or something, isn't it? Quite busy down the front, and of course you've got a road right next to you, and also there's lots of people walking down, usually in reasonably big groups as well. So, but it's the best way probably to go to where we're going, as we are basically going in a straight line and then crossing over the one of the bridges. Which so instead of fiddling through the buildings and stuff like that, which Google does kind of try and tell you, we don't want to do that, because we want to make it as easy for ourselves as possible. So down the front is how it is, or it's not necessarily the front, because there isn't an end to Prague as I can tell, at least in this area. But so yeah, we are walking our way down. It's about 2 kilometers to travel, so we've got another 19 minutes of this. this is, can't necessarily see it very well, but we are going over to the Karel Zeman Museum. And if I've mispronounced his name, I apologise. But we should be able to go and see some cool stuff there. But Prague around is very walkable for lots of the stuff I've seen. Max is about half an hour, but that's me going to the furthest point and then going back. So, but yeah, it's, as I say, very walkable. There is lots of public transport, and you can hire the little scooter things if you want to. I wouldn't necessarily want to do that because I don't really want to scooter past. Don't particularly like them as a concept, but you do have bicycles and cars, and of course you can hire like bulk cars and things like that. So and does seem to be like the peddler and things. Also, there are loads of in the video before you'll see there's loads of trams and things. I don't necessarily use public transport when I'm travelling around unless I need to. If I can use my feet to get something, that's what I do. But I know it means I miss out something on a video, but it's basically how my brain works. It's just easier for me to deal with that. Yeah. But yeah, it is an enjoyable city to be around. I know I haven't gone out at night, so I don't know how much it changes, because of course was known as a stag capital place at one point, because it was cheap, and it was cheap beer. But apart from the incredibly middle class boring stag group that I had on my plane that I had to sit next to for 2 hours, I haven't really seen many people. But I think they might have tidied things up a bit and not just wanted lots of drunk Brits. But, you know, I might be wrong. It might just be in the wrong areas that I'm going to. There are some quite nice bridges. Should be able to get boats down here. There didn't seem to be anyone under their little umbrella kind of thing. Well, not umbrella, but under the tag thing. So I'm not sure if they're doing them today or there's just, you have to buy them online. But yeah, that was something definitely I'm going to try and do later on. I just need to find where they are. It's also the thing that no one can decide if they're walking up on the left or on the right. It seems to be completely random what people choose. So you will have to sway backwards and forwards occasionally to get down the pavement. Because trying to get through all the selfies and photos and all the other sloppy that people like to do.
Ik denk dat het vooral is, Richard, ergens niet van binnen buiten uit wil. Niet iedereen die alles
Chào anh ơi. Vào đây hai tuần đang vắng.
I also think this is 9:49 in the morning. It's going to be interesting when I come back over here later on. I wonder why this one is saying it. I wonder replaced the please. Get over the other side. And I'm not going to the castle It just seemed like I couldn't take any films or photos or anything in that for how it was written down. So, and I've seen plenty of similar buildings, so just felt like doing my own thing. I'm not actually doing exactly what all the other touristy things people expect of me. I know quite a these are touristy, but just sort of slight different way of seeing Prague. Like I haven't done a beer tour or anything like that either for that reason. But yeah, nearly at the end of the bridge. It's generally really cool of how they made effects at this time, because there's montage of this, as much as it looks freaking now, it still looks rather good to me. And just things look cooler at this kind of time period of like moving them around and making them move. Like something like that is just really cool. And these are photo opportunities, so as I don't have anyone to do it for me, but you can sit on the little ship and presumably make the background move so it looks like you're doing things. And head in here. But yeah, it's best special effects. So, but you know, he basically created the idea of effects. It's just. This would generally be a really fun thing to go with someone else, and you can put the effects together and things like that, because it But it's just generally nice to see a museum about a person that was so affecting on what the genre was. Because, you know, the whole beginning of early cinema was basically about perception and depth and all these kind of things. And even if it's not big, it makes you feel it. Because, to be fair, cinema is all about making impressions of things like it's like imagination and ideas and all these wonderful things. Like I think when I was in Lithuania, I think there was one of his animations on, because it looks very much like his style. So I'm wondering if that's the case. Okay, definitely go to this. It is generally enjoyable and it's got a lot of experience, and it shows you how the effects are done. So for any like film buffs or people that just like early-ish kind of cinema, it's just a cool thing to see and how they create things. And of course he influenced so many people. Tim Burton and Terry Gilliam recommend this, but it's where they probably got some of their ideas from, of where they started off, because it is so imaginative and so interesting. Okay, let's go off and find some marionette puppets, which is the next set on our journey. I don't know if I need to go up again. Let's have a look around. Okay. Cycle, scooter, e-bike tour. Got the florets. Oh, their faces. Always the issue with trying to get around tour groups in Prague. Well, the small puppet for the tiny human's birthday is in the bag, so hopefully she enjoys it. But yeah, let's get back and let's see if we can get on one of the boat tours. It is funny that cars that go over this kind of thing, it always sounds like they've got flat tyres. If they do or not, it's just how the tiling is. It's just got that thing of the pressure on the air. But yeah. We are getting back down to the water. I could have walked a bit more around the old town, but it was just filled with tour groups, so just felt like coming back. And then, I mean, there's going to be filled tour groups on the boats, but at least I've got something to do, and I can hopefully get up on the top and film stuff from that direction. When I get back home, I'll have to work out how to edit this video together. Hopefully it'll be some kind of interesting thing. As I say, it is an interesting place and there's lots to see, and I haven't seen half of it. So, you know, loads more to see, what to do. It just depends on how long. Also, the one thing I'd say about autistic travelling is know your limits, or work out your limits on day one, and then you can do it from there. But you know, if you know you can do like 3 things reasonably close together, that's what you try and aim for, you know, per day. I'm not saying this is just my kind of level. If I can work out I can do a certain amount of things, and I can deal with a certain amount of transport, just walking, that's what I do. It's never trying to push yourself. Just because someone told you need to see this or that at a particular location, just always remember it's your experience, it's your holiday, it's your life. So if someone says you should try this, try it here, but it's too difficult for you to get to, still try it somewhere, but just do it in your own way. But yeah, just a place with a slight bit of peace in it. But yeah, as I say, try things that you want to try. If it's far, it's like this, which I'd say is pretty far, of over 700 miles away from home. Or, you know, close by, somewhere like, you know, 50 miles down the coast is, you know, if that's more your bag, then do it. But yeah, just trying to, but yeah, let's just try and do our thing and work from it. And as you can tell from in that sort of segment, there is quite a lot of trams and they are quite regular. So, as I say, they're just quite busy at the moment. I should have probably tried to do it on Friday when it's a little bit calmer. But, you know, we live and we learn and we try different things, and it means we can do things later on. Because, you know, you don't necessarily need to go somewhere once, you can go again, because, you know, bring a friend, or, you know, and then have a different experience, because there's different things and different ways of doing them. So they do seem to like their green spaces in Prague, so you do have some time to and some space, and they also have loads of benches that you can sit on them and have a bit of a chill space. More of the river, so let's go over another bridge.
Right? I just want it. Live straight ahead.
under the bridge, another million tourists and slash people that live here. At least seems boats down there, so we might head that direction. Anyway.
Are we starting the this harder?
Ay. Getting around tour groups. We are back in the courtyard, but at least there's not very, very expensive shops around us. When you can tell something's very expensive when you have security guards standing outside the shop. Which, you know, that's what lots of the people like Louis Vuitton had, and the jewellery shops. But yeah, we're back in the square, as you can tell. It is very filled with people. No Museum of Brick, they only accept cash payments, so I'm out of that because I haven't brought any cash with me to Prague at all. Back to the hotel at the moment. Because one, I know I can get food and I can go to a villa and collect some stuff. For later on in the evening, instead of eating here. But yeah, it's just getting a bit warm and a bit of people. But hopefully as I walk further out, there'll be less people in going, because, you know, we're in a prime shopping district at the moment, I think.